Welcome to Toffee TV. It's any other business time. It's gonna be slightly not as manic, because I'm not as manic. I'm a bit tired.
The minute you start,
because it's quite early in the morning, 10 to 12. But I'm still tired because I've been up earlier than normal.
Well, 6 hours earlier than normal.
Let's not go overboard.
5.
Not go 4. Do you know what? There's loads of... Because we did any other business last week quite early.
Yeah.
We missed out on loads, but we're going to go back and... But then I feel like I've forgotten most of them, which is worrying. But obviously the big stuff...
There was only some way to, like...
I know, but I can't even remember it.
Write down things.
I know.
Like a pen,
there is.
Piece of paper.
You just send me them, or I send them to you on fucking WhatsApp. Big story last week was Elon Musk.
Yeah,
SpaceX. I love Elon. He is the Bond villain we deserve. He's like, cause, no, what's mad now?
He might not be a villain.
No, but what I was going to say is though, Baz, is that actually, right, all those people who are like Bond villains, right, are just normal people now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got a president in the White House who... Yeah. We've had a fella this week elected in America to be the local fire chief who's
a nonce.
A paedophile, right?
A 4-year-old
He abused a 4-year-old girl, right? So, actually, all those James Bond villains are sound. They just seem all sound. They
seem normal, yeah.
They're just like
businessmen,
businessmen with wacky ideas who were just prepared to just kill a couple of people, well, a few people. Do you know what I mean? So, actually, they're not as bad. The people they were looking to probably kill. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not being funny. Some fella said, right, we're going to have a cult and we're just going to kill all the nonsense. I'd be like, go ahead. Bond, what are you doing? Let him get on with it. Right.
Bond, what are you doing?
Just leave him to me. Unless you've got something you're hiding, Bond.
LFC tattoo.
What?
An LFC tattoo.
Well, yeah. Practically makes him a nonce. So Elon Musk, he puts a new rocket in space. The most powerful rocket since the ones that went to like
were powerful.
That went to the moon in the like 60s and 70s. Ones that will basically power us to go to Mars. They're also cheaper. They cost about $90 million.
Nothing.
Buttons where normally it costs $1 billion. So you can get it'll be like it's like when you go to McDonald's and you get the coffee and you get the little stamp. You'll get you get your 10 and then you'll get your free rocket. The frocket. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. That's what a coffee's called on a rocket. It's called a frocket.
In Silicon Valley.
So he sends it up. 2 of the 3 power booster things land, which just look fucking like sexy as hell. When you watch them 2 land, it was amazing. Oh, it was though. You could watch that all day. Just those 2 rockets, just like
day.
Put some good music. Sound. Shit damn.
Was that what that was?
Them land, and then that fucking rocket goes up, and there's a car. There's his car, right? With Rocket Man.
I'm a rocket man. And see, now they could have put that.
Was it Rocket Man? Was it though?
No,
it was Life on Mars. But it could have been.
Life on Mars.
Could have been. You got that playing. You got that going round. The man.
Like you should have a perfect way to dump.
Well, this is the thing, right?
Villain,
this is the thing. If he is a real James Bond villain, right? James Bond is sitting in that car. What a way to get rid of a body. What a way. Anyone seen Steve? Who's Steve? You know the fella who makes Elon Musk's tea? Elon said he'd had a couple of problems. He wasn't sure. You know, he asked for 2 sugars and he only got 1. Anyone seen him? Oh, not. I seen him Monday. When was the rocket launch? Tuesday.
Steve's not picking up.
What about anyone seen Steve's wife? She's in the boot. No, but how amazing! Like, the man has got style.
Why would he take his wife out as well? Just out of interest before we carry on.
Because now it looks like Steve and his missus have just got off. Do you know what I mean? You just create a little backstory, say, oh, there's a little bit of money there missing from my account. Oh, there's something missing. Oh, it must be Steve. Oh, where's Steve and his missus? Don't know.
Okay.
Oh, they booked tickets to go to Paraguay. You gotta build the story.
Three Alcaraz.
Gotta build that story.
Okay, fair enough. The backstory, it's called. Yeah.
Backseat's back. All right. So.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
don't know what song you're singing.
Oh my God, we're back again.
You're singing the version when you go to like Matalan and they have like a
Listen,
fake
someone
version.
who's just done Jitem.
That's Jitem.
Jitem is. You didn't go high though.
Because I'm too tired to go high.
Behave, you're too tired. Put power through it.
Anyway, what a man he is. He's just got style. He puts a car up there so it gets, you know, listen, sending a rocket into space.
What's down with the car? It's just going and going, isn't it?
Well, I will tell you about the car in a minute. I will tell you about the car in a minute. If you will just give me a second. Fucking demanding bitch you are.
Going so well with your swears to that one.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
fucking hell,
come
mate.
on.
I think we've exceeded the swear level this
but
week.
that's done. That's done now. There's going to be parental
Motherfucker!
advisory.
Peyton. So he sends a rocket up, which, listen, he's done rockets before.
Yeah.
He's landed them before, but this one had just the little extra bit of style. Because the car comes out. The car comes out the nose.
Yeah.
It's got a camera. Camera's watching. But I mean, someone going to the moon, and you know,
yeah,
that could be in a Hollywood studio, couldn't it? That all you need to do is just have a thing in the background where once in a while, you know, the air. Why is he still round the earth? What's going on? So it's up there, and basically what's supposed to happen is the car's supposed to be on a trajectory where it'll go towards Mars, and then it'll get into a orbit, and then it'll spin off, and then it'll essentially just be in an orbit for 1 billion years.
That's good.
But
how long's the camera last?
Oh, the camera will be gone soon. But
because you want to see.
No, but it'll lose the range, won't he? So I
don't know, because he's put a car up there. Might have made the range good. Wi-Fi might be alright up there.
Might be. But what they're saying now is actually it might have gone too fast, too much revs, and it's going towards the asteroid belt.
Oh, so it's going to hit something.
So it might hit one of them and blow up instead of, but it won't blow up. It'll just, because things don't blow up in space. There's no oxygen. I say it won't make a sound.
It'll just get smashed to smithereens.
It'll just smashed up. With his blame as a claim. So
does it count in space?
I don't. Well, it'd be an act of God, wouldn't it?
Asteroid, maybe.
But it wouldn't be, would it? Because don't think there's that.
God made the asteroid.
Does space come in? Is space ever mentioned in the Bible?
Time space continuum.
Nah, that's not mentioned in the Bible.
But it's there, isn't it? The universe, it's part of the universe, which is mentioned in the Bible. It's all part of the universe. It's not part of the universe, is it? Well, it's not part.
It's not mentioned in the.
It's not part.
It's not mentioned.
Not part of the universe.
It's not mentioned in the Bible because listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not being arsey here. It's not mentioned in the Bible because when the Bible was written by some fellas in a room.
Well, it was written by fellas. Written by four
just didn't
of
like
the
women.
apostles. But
it was written by a lot of the Romans.
4 apostles.
They obviously didn't have any context of space then, so they wouldn't.
Just part of the universe.
Because
what they've said.
Heaven.
Well, what they didn't with the sun rising, the moon in the sky, and go, that's heaven there. It never ever says heaven's there, do they? Anyway, Elon.
So it's just amazing. I just thought the whole thing was managed so well. The publicity it generated.
Car coming back.
The publicity it generated.
Yeah.
Just having a rocket taken it was brilliant. Lesson to anything. Let anyone. If you want to create if you want to create publicity, you've got to give people a little bit more than just. We've seen all kinds of things. We're immune to everything now, or we've seen everything, or we think we've seen everything, or if we haven't seen it, we've seen it in a film. So therefore, when we see it in real life, it doesn't bother us.
Yeah.
Like when you watch the news now and you see people like dead on the street, and you went, well, that looks very much like Grand Theft Auto. Your brain can't really. No, but
so maybe those people were right when he was saying them games should be banned.
Shut up,
Same process.
that's why they have 18s on them. No, what I mean is though, we're desensitised to everything. So, but we're desensitised to. I mean, you know, get on your phone and just don't worry about it.
I'm checking the stories. Lined up. The running show.
They're all there. I've got the stories done.
You haven't got the videos of it and stuff like that.
Never asked me to do videos.
I'm asking you to.
Can we just stick to what we're talking about?
I'm listening. Go on.
Because I just feel like you're not paying full attention.
Where?
I'm always paying attention. I'm the attention
I'm
man.
fully paying attention.
Well, you seem
You've just talked about being desensitised to things because we've seen them on the telly. So when you see a dead person in the street now, you just go, looks a bit like Grand Theft Auto, that. So I said, maybe the people are right. You said, shut up, Baz. That's why they've got 18 on
Right,
it.
sorry.
Just to recap.
So he did something like massive to get everyone's attention in the world, and I thought that was amazing because he's an household name now.
He is,
SpaceX is a household name, and everyone will be paying attention to him now. Everyone's going to know real.
I didn't know we was. Still, we done this a few months
this
ago.
program is the fucking shizzle. This program.
People are making stories and programs off the back of this.
Well, they do that to our main shows as well.
No.
At times, sometimes I wish this show wasn't on Patreon. I wish this show sometimes was on fucking Sky.
Maybe it needs its own. Maybe we need its own channel for it, just called Any Other Business as a YouTube channel.
No, that's what people pay for. But anyway, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing what he did. People will be talking about it for years. But don't forget, he's in competition with the guy who owns Amazon and Richard Branson to get NASA's business. Essentially, they're private companies. The people basically who've got too much money,
yeah,
and are funneling it into some nonsense scheme that will lose money continuously.
Yeah.
But good for them. Do you know what I mean? They're employing loads of people.
It is mad, isn't it? Because you're never getting this money ever.
But you say that, right? You say that. You think about how much money NASA have wasted over the years by going to space. But the benefits of those things.
Oh, they've done it. It does benefit, but the money.
What's the number one benefit of going to space?
Because
whatever you say, I'm going to say no, because I've got the best.
What a surprise!
Go on. What's
a surprise!
What's the number one benefit of going to space?
I don't know. You'd learn all kinds of stuff. Teflon.
Teflon. He got it. There's the number one. Non-stick frying pans.
Richard Wright
is your number one thing about going to space. That is something where going to space is benefits people every single day, and there's loads of them things, loads of them, like the early warning system for killing aliens. There's loads of those.
They do loads of stuff. They do the experiments they do up there and test the stuff is incredible. You only have to go and to
solar
Cape
power
Canaveral and have a look at the stuff there, all the stuff that
solar power and engines and all these things will benefit us all long term. Anything that it all filters down, so it does have a benefit, but they'll never make their money back. But they're not asked because they make so much money. But people forget he's in competition with those two other brands. Now Branson's struggling because of the clash.
He wants to short his fucking trains out. Pardon my French.
I used to like. You know what?
I did.
I used to like Branson. I like the idea of. I know. Some people think I'm a fucking communist. I'm not a communist, even though it's in principle it's sound. It just doesn't work like that because the pig and all that Animal Farm. Not that Animal Farm. The other Animal Farm. They know.
I bet they do.
Some of them will do. But he's become such a knob because I like the idea of people getting off their arse, right, making something of themselves. His first record shop was in Liverpool.
Nice.
and he made something himself, and he had Virgin and Virgin 2 and all this shit, and ploughed his airline was on its arse, and he basically sold everything he could to get the money. And now, you know, if you're flying to America, you'd fly Virgin because it's the best. But the thing in this country with not only the Saints but the NHS, suing the NHS, he's a fucking knobhead. But anyway, his plane crashed, space plane, and it set him back. You've got the other guy at Amazon who, again, too much money, so he's put it into space. I think his is called Blue something, so slightly like him. It's called Blue Skies or something like that. But Elon's just he is just a Bond villain, mate. He's got style. Hank Scorpio effectively is.
What's he made his money from?
Technology.
He's only young. He's like younger, shouldn't he?
But he's like my age.
So yeah, he's getting on a bit.
So, and
he is.
What makes you laugh is Trump came out when it's a great day for American ingenuity and all this. He's a South African. No, you know, he's a South African who's come into the country. So effectively, he's basically the opposite of what you like.
Yeah, the person. Why hasn't he kicked him out?
So, but he's boss. He's got style. He does things with style. He does things. He's got this thing on Twitter actually where he's really good. Where he's got like I don't like to use the word banter because I think it's a fucking horrendous word that's been taken over. He's got this back and forth with the Rick and Morty thing, and but what I love about it is if you watch Rick and Morty and see the mad shit that Rick does, Elon Musk is like, yeah, I'll do that and actually fucking do a version of it. Like he's not jumping into parallel universes and stuff and killing and killing versions of himself, because he's the rickiest of bricks, as we all know. So, well, there can only be one Rick. This is what he does. He jumps in other dimensions and says, no, I'm the only Rick. Use a Rick, but you're Rick some other version. I'm going to kill you. He's got no sentiment for that. No sentiment. But Elon's just I love him. He's a loon. And the things he does, like with was it the Power Factory, where he was like, I'll build you this.
Build you a roller coaster.
Well, that's another thing. Thing. But he said, I'll build you. He said, they were like, I'll build you it, and if I don't come on time, I pay for it.
Oh, I'll pay for it.
And he did. And then also he borrowed money off the banks in the States, and not only did he pay it back on time, but he paid like interest on it that he didn't have to pay, but he paid it because he was like, well, you were good enough to give it. And where America has spunking all this money on terrible sort of deals and giving money to people who shouldn't be getting money because they've already fucking nearly destroyed the world's economy, he was like, no, you give me the money. And in America, people are like, why are we giving this money to this guy who fucking wants to make electric cars? Probably like oil barons. And he did it, and he got the money back in no time. But the roller coaster thing is a bit like, fucking, come on, sort yourself out.
He'll do it.
No, but I don't think that's fair.
Roller coasters and throw you out.
No, but people just want to be paid.
No, but at the end of the day, he likes to build. He wants to build a concept.
No, I
want to throw you out on the roller coaster.
No, then you'd be sick, or you
know,
be like those kids off. No, but people just want to be paid. Just pay people what they deserve.
Well, you know.
And if they go on strike, don't say, well, we'll give you the roller coaster.
If you ignore your union.
That's not going to feed your kids.
Well, listen, you've just been praising them, so you can't slag them in the next
one. I can't. I would do that quite a lot.
Next. Well done, Elon.
Yeah, Elon's sound. Till he kills us all. Chinese police facial recognition sunglasses. This is, again, we're here. We're here. The future is now.
Next level shit.
The future is now.
This is what I was getting
as Tony Stark's dad would say, the future is now.
The future is not orange, it's now. Let's get it. Here it is. Chinese police don facial recognition sunglasses, allowing them to spot suspects within seconds. Chinese police have started wearing high-tech sunglasses that can help them spot suspects within seconds even in a crowded train station. The police in Zhengzhou, central China, are giving cutting-edge gadgets as railway hubs around the nation embrace the busiest time of the year with the Lunar New Year rush. The facial technology just identifies the suspects immediately, and they can move and grab and to get them very, very quickly.
We've had Google. Well, actually, we've gone past Google Glass now. Google Glass was like 3 or 4 years ago when they were bringing in glasses where in the glass display you'd be able to basically surf the internet.
Yeah. This is just mad, isn't it?
We've sort of gone past that now because it wasn't really a concept that worked. But so the technology's there. Facial recognition technology's been around for a while. So I suppose it's just the marrying of the two. And I suppose if they've got the budget to deal with it, China essentially is a communist country, even though it's got fucking more billionaires per head than fucking anywhere. So I suppose from that point of view, their government can go, well, we want to nip. What communist governments are very good is nipping disorder, actually. Yeah. In the bud, you know, just get that, sort that out.
Connect it to your smartphone.
Yeah.
And it just and then it gives you, and they've grabbed 7 so far within a couple of days of using it, and arrested 26 for other crimes. So it's incredible, scary in one respect. Good.
Is it scary though?
Well, no, I just mean not scary is not the right word, but
because
how much how fast we're moving. Because it's like out of a film, isn't it? Surely,
we've probably had times when the police were in communication with someone who was at an office. And they would have, let's say they had the body a camera on,
yeah,
right? And that camera would be on someone, and it would patchy, and it wouldn't be great. And you were sending a signal back to somewhere else, and they were having to go look through the crowd. Whereas this is like, it's direct, the information's coming to you straight away. It's the bit where the leg opens and they get the gun and go.
That's the one, yeah.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. That's the worry. But I suppose technology's just becoming more affordable, certain aspects of it, so we're going to start using it. I suppose it's the same with anything else, isn't it? It's just, you know,
I suppose for obviously terror threats and stuff, things like that.
Well, but
as it goes up as well, that kind of thing.
But also being able to identify someone straight away and taking away that element of doubt, that's huge, isn't it? Because I'm wondering, I mean, look about a few years ago when they killed that fella in the underground in London who had a backpack on. He was running for a train, the Brazilian guy, and they killed him. And they essentially knew he wasn't a terrorist, but they took him out anyway. And it was like, imagine they had straight away now, they knew. Well, you're 100% not a terrorist. Where at the time they were like,
well, would you know 100% though, just because you're not?
Well, you wouldn't, but you're
on a watch list.
But
you're not the person they're looking for.
But if you're not the person they're looking for, or you're not on a watch list, and you can't do nothing about someone who's not on a watch list. You'd hope that the intelligence was good enough that they would know, one way or another. But at least if they've got the intelligence and they can see someone and go, he's wanted for something.
Yeah.
Because what tends to happen is that people who are prepared to do one crime, no matter how minor it is, will do other crimes. So if you see someone in a crowded train station and they've got previous or something, you're going to keep an eye on them. You know, just in case. You know, no matter how big or small it is. So it's good. As long as it's all logged and it can all be, you know, used, you know, good or bad in the terms of it, you know, you can be accounted for it, then you know, then good
Off we go.
Good stuff.
Next.
Right, there was a programme here on the BBC, Tuesday 13th, Sex Robots Are Coming, it was called.
On Channel 4, but
yeah. What did I say?
BBC.
Wouldn't be on the BBC.
Wouldn't be on BBC.
It was on Channel 4. The sex robots are coming.
Is that the latest advance that they've got now?
So basically it was showing that this guy was trying to come up with the... Well, it was like...
We did warn you this was coming, we've been preparing.
The next stage of it would be, which was essentially AI. So they were trying to get from the stage where it was like just a doll to where a doll could have a conversation with you, and then so it was following these people in California trying to develop it, and showing the different assets of it, and then it showed this guy who had 3 just regular sex dolls because his wife went to be with her sick mother, so he just got 3 sex dolls in to keep him company.
Why not 3? Why 3?
That cost him a fortune, and one was second hand. And they all had individual names, like full names, beginning, middle and end, and he like meticulously looked after them. And he said it wasn't, he said sex part of it was only a tiny percent. It was like mostly about looking after them and preparing them and all this kind of stuff. And then it showed his wife back, and then it was very awkward when his wife was there, because he was just like, he was paying no attention to his wife. It was all about the sex dolls, and he was just like, if they asked him what would you rather have, and he was just like, tough one that, I don't know. And his wife was just like, you could tell she was just like, I don't really want these here, but there's nothing I can do about it. He probably would just bin me off, and maybe she needed, I don't know, the money or something or whatever. It was very awkward. She was very awkward on screen. It wasn't nice, because you could tell mentally he'd gone past her, and it was all about looking after these dolls. So anyway, you know, as they do, they go in between, and they also had this woman talking about the sex dolls, saying, well, basically these are the fantasies of men, because they look a certain way, and you can swap the size of the breasts out and faces and everything, basically. So is that your, so will men start thinking that you can do that to women, or, you know, swap, you know what I mean, like can't you just like a sex doll for what it is? Do you know what I mean? So there was that, and then as they were going on with
the sex doll has rights to.
Well, no, just like, yeah, well, just like, if you get a sex doll, just like the sex doll you've got. Don't want to change it.
But that's the point of those things.
I know, but that's what she was saying. That's a worrying trait, is that
if you're into that, though, men do that with women, don't they?
But that's what she was saying.
Have a girl, and
that's the worry, that they start like that. They take that of thinking, well, that's perfect, but then it's not perfect. So they'll take that over into the real world, if you know what I mean.
But that kind of happens now.
No, I know, and that's
if
what
you're
saying.
With a girl and you think, oh, you know what, I like your mate better, or whatever, or I like this one.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was more like, I like her, but I'd like her to have
bigger tits.
Bigger tits, basically.
Well, lads do that with girls.
Well, I know, and that's a worrying thing. But even if what's saying is, the women mightn't want that, but might feel pressured into it. Anyway, different story. Yeah. So then they were showing them developing the robots, and how they were getting better and better, and in the end, basically, they got the robot with the Scottish accent, which was weird.
Which we mentioned the other week, yeah.
And they invited the fella to come and see it. So he walks in.
That must have been like Christmas Eve for him.
Fuck me, man. He was like, it was
mind blowing.
It was bizarre, mate. He was. So he sits down and he starts having a conversation with it. And
I wondered what he was starting to have.
And it was a back and forth, though. That was the scary thing. It had, you know, it was basically like having a sex robot with like Alexa in it. So it would respond obviously to your commands. So it would have, it's been programmed to understand certain questions and give responses back to it. And if you said something nice, it would like, oh, thank you, that's lovely. I hope we can have sex later and all this kind of thing. And he was just in fucking Wonderland. He was just like, I've got exactly what I want. Because he basically said in the programme, I'm 57 or whatever, I'm not Brad Pitt. I can't just go and get a 20-year-old girl who's gorgeous, where this is gorgeous. So the idea of sitting down with this thing to his eye was like amazing, and essentially, you know, what he wanted, and it's to have a conversation and have a level of AI. It was just a dream world for him, and he was just like, I think he cost $8 grand brand new, and he's just like, I don't know if I'll ever find the money, but I imagine he'll probably just sell his wife's kidneys or something. You know what I mean? Because
he literally,
he literally just didn't give a fuck. You can imagine he would just.
I suppose for the likes of him at that age, he's not going to get a young girl, is he? And I suppose if that's his fantasy and that's what he wants, the thing I've got no issue with if he wants to bonk a young. No, but let's say
he did say 4 times a week, regular.
That's all right.
Well, he made it sound like though, like it was a consenting thing. Like,
to be fair,
regular. Me and her regular. It was like.
Well, he needs 4 times a week. If he does another day, his prostate will be sound. 5 times a week, gentlemen. If you look and blow your load 5 times a week, sort your prostate out. But for what I mean is, for something like that, if he's just using it for getting his rocks off, because it's like
it's more than that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's where it's weird.
But is it weird though? Because I think
weird, but just
because I think there's a lot of weird people out there who don't have a way
a release
of getting the release, and that's one of the releases. We all need a release from different things, whether that's sitting at home playing on the PlayStation or whatever. You know, there's more studies now of kids with like autism and stuff like that playing games or doing stuff or different things, you know, that are helping people. If that helps them maintain a balance in life, that he doesn't go out and murder people, then I'm quite happy with that.
He want to murder people, but he might just
want to. But what I mean is, though,
want to get his rocks off.
No. But what I mean is, though, is that he clearly had a form of a mental illness, I think. Now I don't know how big that would be, but unchecked, who's to say that wouldn't get worse and worse and worse, right? To the point where it becomes violent. Like, his missus is there, right? She's no, I mean, she didn't even have teeth, I don't think. She's proper, like. So
he's gonna go and get
a what happens if he become violent towards her? What if that doll keeps his relationship with her in check? Because or he went out one night and did something that he shouldn't have done to a girl. You know, I don't know. You don't know.
That's what I'm saying. But even if it's not as sinister as that, if that's his thing and he's in his own house, fair play to him. Why shouldn't he? I think there's a thing, and it's really difficult to verbalise. But what I mean is, why should he not find a 25-year-old woman kind of thing desirable? And why should he, if he's at 57 and he still thinks, you know what, I want to have sex with a 25-year-old woman? What's wrong with that? Now, some people go, it's disgusting, right? That's just your view. Tom Cruise is 54. His latest girlfriend's 28. He's like the oldest one he's had for a while. They're normally 20.
She is breathing.
I'm saying. But this fella quite clearly doesn't look like Tom Cruise. Or have Tom Cruise's money or probably charisma. Right? So Tom Cruise is still able to go out and get I'm quite sure Tom Cruise could go out and get a 21-year-old girl like that, like without even having to do it. Probably just try doing that, actually. Right? Exactly. Easily. Right? People 60 odd do it. These old rocks that they're with up. Fucking hell, Bill Wyman looked like he needed electrocuting to start the day, and he was having sex with Mandy Smith when she was about 15 or 16. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, 30. I know. Well, I wanted to push the age up.
Well, she was 30.
No, I know. Right? Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's always gone on. This fella's just, you know, Bill from Ohio or something. He's not gone, hasn't got that pull, hasn't got that charisma, hasn't got the wedge in the back pocket to be able to go and get a younger girl and go, you know what, I actually just want to explore your body, whatever, right? And so that's his thing. And if he's kind of had this disconnection from his wife, who doesn't look like that, and he's already gone past that.
Needs an outlet.
And like you say, if he keeps it in check.
I think there might have been something a little bit deeper as well with him.
Well, of course, if you're saying he's sitting there,
I don't think
caring for them.
I don't think he had
That seems a
kids,
bit mad.
so I think there might have been, as weird as this is, there might have almost been like a parental thing as well, which would be slightly weird. But no, just looking after them and preparing them and.
Depends what he's preparing them for. When he fucking parents that are prepared.
Let's move on anyway. 2 men have been arrested after 1 kilogram of cocaine was found in a pair of fake buttocks in Lisbon airport. A Brazilian man carrying the 2 cushion-like implants which were attached to a pair of swimming trunks was detained by Portugal's anti-narcotics agency. Later, another man was arrested at a train station under suspicion of being due to receive the drugs.
It's a load of shit.
It's not yet clear how they discovered the haul. The cocaine stashed in the fake buttocks was equivalent to 5,000 individual portions of the drug.
You're talking to your ass.
Do you know what? Why didn't he just get some bear to do with this? Because obviously big asses are the thing at the moment, aren't they? They're in. So why don't he just get some girl, strap a couple of...
wanted it.
I mean, for all we know, you know, the Kardashians are just...
She's just a
the
drug
Kardashians
cartel.
are the fucking biggest drug cartel in the world, and they transport it through their asses.
Them and Joel Robles. Joel's got a big ass.
It's
I know you like, but I'm just saying.
Stupid, sexy Robles.
Sex Robles, yeah.
So there you go, fake arse.
Fake ass drug lords. It's amazing. What will he come up with next?
Something. They'll have to. They got nicked for that.
Yeah.
There was something a couple of weeks ago, I think it was pineapples.
In their ass?
Or, no. Well, that might, I mean, you know what I mean?
Keep a prick at this, wouldn't it?
Listen, there's something for everyone.
Apparently so.
There really is.
Apparently so.
It's alright going in. It's alright going in.
Why is it alright going in? Because they're fucking huge.
No, yeah, but I mean the spiky leaves on the outside.
Oh my god, no, that'd be off, sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, move on.
So yeah, two fellas, fake
ass.
Fake arse.
Fair play to them.
I found this on Facebook the other day, sort of by accident.
Yeah. I should hope it will if it's one of our
and
stories.
I wasn't sure how old it was, but apparently it was from the beginning of the month.
Okay.
Mexican man thought to have the world's biggest penis is accused of exaggerating, as scan shows he actually only 6 inches long, a foot shorter than he claims. Robert Cabrera, 54, from Mexico, claims to have an 18.9 inch penis. He stretched it using weights and it's thought to be the world's largest. A radiologist says that Mr. Cabrera's penis is actually only 6 inches long. Dr. Jesus Pablo Gil Muro said that Mr. Cabrera is obsessed with his penis size.
Right. What? Is obsessed with the doctor's penis size?
No,
or
his own.
Oh.
His own.
Just for clarification. What? It's pixelated. I can't see it.
It's all got cut. There was another one. I found a better one of this last week.
Was it full out?
Full out, but it's covered in bandages because he claims he can't work or do anything, and because it's too big. But he refuses to have it reduced, which they've said to him, because he fucking loves it. He loves having the biggest cock. But apparently the doctors are saying...
Well, if you only got a 6 inch one.
Said they've examined it. Said the man refused to take off all the bandages around the penis and wouldn't let the doctor see the skin.
So it's bullshit.
When he came here to do a CT scan, my first impression was that it was a unique and unusual case. I had never seen a patient like Roberto. What the CT scan showed us, there's a very large foreskin. It goes just below the knee. But the penis itself is only 16 to 18 centimetres from the pubis. He's been stretching it with weights. Johan Falcon, 47 from New York, was the previous record holder, having a 13.5 inch penis, and has accused Mr. Cabrera of being a fraud. He believes his challenger has been weighing his genitals down with weights, and so the record shouldn't count.
It's been cock out. Is this the fellow with the long cock?
So it's right by his fucking knee on that. Mr. Cabrera has officially been recognised as disabled. He's receiving government handouts despite refusing to get a reduction because he hopes to find work in the American porn industry. I cannot wear a uniform like anyone in the company.
54.
And also, I cannot get on my knees. I couldn't run fast, so the companies think badly of me. They say that they will call me, but they never do. Mr. Cabrera officially has offered work in the adult industry by the man behind YouPorn and the Fake Taxi series. He suggested Cabrera could come to the studio in Prague to film a medical scene, though it said it'd be more comical than erotic because he stretched his penis, and doctors like Dr. Moreau say that the penis is actually only 6 inches long. The Guinness Book of Records refuses to recognise his achievement.
Is it an achievement to have an 18-inch cock?
Apparently, he says in the Latin culture, whoever has the bigger penis is the more macho. It's something that makes him different to the rest of the people and makes him feel special. He says, I am famous because I have the biggest penis in the world. I am happy with my penis. I know nobody has the size I have.
Why would you want it?
Look at that picture. He's got it on a table, measuring it with a tape measure.
But it's got bandages.
I know, it's got bandages on it because because it causes him pain.
Well, it's not. It's got bandages on because that's where he's glued the bit on. It's not his real cock, is it? The dickhead. How does he? He's obviously made an intricate piece though, because how does he have a burst? Must have like a tube, you know, like the way you get those. I've got a glass bottle that I drink. Well, you know the thing from, and you have the straw.
Well, apparently,
so he must have a straw to his...
apparently, and I don't think it's in this article. It was in the other one I read. He keeps on getting
water infections.
Water infections.
Well, he will do
because the piss can't get out because it keeps on getting caught up in it.
In its straw, so it keeps coming back.
So he keeps on getting infections.
So really, what he should do is just chop it off. Just accept that he's got a 6-inch cock.
Just chop it off.
Well, it's not real, is it?
You might think it's real.
Yeah, but it's just, mate, you're 54, get a fucking grip.
He did.
Listen, it's easily solved. Where's his missus?
He hasn't got one.
Yeah, exactly. No further questions. He hasn't got his missus, because girls walk in and he goes, I've got a massive cock. Let's see, well, no, because I can't really got a big cock, really. So, he hasn't got one.
There you go. Have you got anything?
Just videos, just mad shit that we just send to each other, and it's normally the day after any other business. But just some of the most bizarre things that have gone on. Like, if you're going to talk about Cheddar Man, by the way.
I was just asking you before I finished.
It's just a bit, I mean, like my best 5 videos I've seen this week, one of them from Everton King Boxing, is a fella warming up for Valentine's Day. So basically, he's in the gym, and he's gyrating. What we should do is, right, we should do a separate video, right, of our top 5.
So Baz's top 5 videos, any other business videos of the week.
Oh, okay.
And we should edit that all together.
Okay.
And then
put them in,
and then put them out separately, so you can have a separate any other business Baz's best 5 videos of the week.
Okay,
we'll do that.
Because that's what we're going to start doing.
Yeah,
you're going to start doing. Things that I'm going to start doing. So we can put like the Sunday lead tackling. You do anything you want. You can get your 5 videos of the week, right? You can sit here in the chair, and you can introduce them separately, and you can go, here's a great video where a man puts his dick on a table. Well, no, I wouldn't have that. That'd be yours. Well, that'd be your top 5. What about the goat having people off that I sent you? Well, I tell you what, right? Why don't you make this week your first week and edit the 5 into a video? I might do. Right? I might do. Comes up with the ideas, but wants me to fucking do them. That's right. The fella with the goat. Sorry. The fella thinks he's hard. It's not good TV, this, is it, when he's just talking you through videos? I'm just telling you about the videos that are funny, because they are funny. Well, why don't you put them in a video, right? Put them in. Go on then. Okay. Right, Cheddar Man. How funny's Cheddar Man? I think the show's on this week on Channel... Oh, fuck off. You sent me that. What does it say? There's no one just showing me a picture. No, they don't know. You don't need... But, alright, basically, he sent me this tweet that had been put on by Simply Love LEH, right? And basically, it's a girl with
jizz all over her face.
Jizz all over her face.
Or maybe just soap.
No, the consistency of it looks
No,
like...
that's soap that you get out of, like...
It looks like jizz. And basically, she's got hold of a piece of paper that says, Tim, I can cheat too. Obviously, a boyfriend has just had a little go, so she's had a go back. And it's all over Twitter.
And it's all over her face.
And all over her face. Absolutely berserk.
There you go.
And the best one you sent me was the bar one.
Oh yeah.
Bar Fleet Street.
About the shoes.
So
this is your video. Best video and pictures of the week. Baz's best videos, pictures of the week.
Go ahead, next.
So Cheddar Man. Which I think's on Channel 4 this week. Is he all that?
Cheddar Man. Is he all that?
Would he get into Arsenal's side? So basically, they've done the origins of British people and found that they found the skull.
Farage will hate this.
Found the body.
Yeah.
They analysed it. I think they might have, going by the advert, they've recreated it in a printer.
Oh, yeah.
No, they've had a printer done.
3D print.
So they've done it again. And then what they found is that the first fella was some black fella called Cheddar. I don't know if that was his actual name.
Like John Cheddar?
Maybe his second name was McVitie. So they've basically discovered that the first...
I thought it'd be cheese, but still.
But, see, I don't see why this is a shock. Because surely, right, the cradle of civilization is Africa, right, and the Middle East. And we know that because the Middle East had all the earliest fucking
people,
good things.
Yeah.
Like temples and pyramids and all kinds of shit like that. Right? So we know that for a fact. Africa is where
shit happens. Good shit.
Well,
that's where
Black Panther. Gonna go and see that this week. So I would have thought that anyway. Like I thought that's what people understood. But everyone in this country thinks that everyone was born, was here with fucking skinheads and we're all white, with tattoos of mum on them or something like that, or on the knuckles. I think that's what people think.
Love and hate, women.
Yeah, but it's this idea that, you know, of course that's what we came from, that's what we were, because we already sort of know that. And the idea that these people think that just because we're on this island we were all white and blonde haired and blue eyed is just ridiculous. And it just
the only bit I don't like is his name. His name's shit.
Cheddar.
Yeah, I'm not even Cheddar's not even my favourite.
I don't know whether that's due to where
he found in like Cheddar
Gorge or somewhere.
Maybe
it was.
Or maybe they just said Cheddar's Gorge. His bird.
Maybe if he was like born.
His bird said Cheddar's Gorge. That's where we got.
Maybe if he was found in like Notty Ash, he would have been called like the Jam Butty Man or something. I don't know. We'll find out on this show. But it's this idea that people in this country, the fucking idiots who they are. I don't mind calling them, not because they are fucking idiots.
Really, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, these idiots who put us in this situation think that we're all fucking white and blonde haired and blue eyed, and like also this idea of what makes a British person. Like, did he not know that this fucking this island has been raped and pillaged from time since time fucking began? If it wasn't the Romans, it was the Vikings or the French or whoever else. In fact, the only one we've ever fucking stopped are the Germans. They're the only ones we've ever managed to stop. And that's why we fucking go on about it so much, because they're the only ones we fucking stopped. Right? And they should feel ashamed, the soft Nazi bastards. And I'm still enjoying hunting Hitler back. It's fantastic.
Hunting Hitler?
Hunting Hitler?
Oh, hunting
Hitler?
Yes. We need to put a DVD out, you know, like the way Everton do when we win the derby.
It's like, exactly.
We beat
the
Get your DVD here.
They literally are the only ones we've stopped.
It's like Everton going into the top 6 games away from home.
Yeah.
That's what you're billing it as.
Exactly.
Hitler, no,
They're Man City.
They're Man
City.
We shouldn't have been able to beat them, but we
Nazis
did.
Are the Nazis. The Nazis and the Nazis are our Man City.
We shouldn't have been able to beat them,
Germans
but
we can cope with quite good. They are our Man City.
Fucking Churchill was Kale.
We've never feared them. Never feared them.
Oh no, Churchill was Moyes, wasn't he?
They were a big side, but yeah, he was a cunt as well.
Churchill. He was like Churchill. We're going into this. We're going into this war with a knife, with a penknife. That's what he was like. Gunfight with a penknife. I'm trying to remember what
Jimmy Savile. Suddenly was.
Me the fuck. Hey, it'd have been over quickly with Jimmy Savile. He'd have fucking well won.
He'd have gone into the Hitler Youth. Anyway, moving on. No, but they're literally the only ones.
Now then.
They're the only ones we've ever stopped. This country, these islands have been fucking raped and pillaged left, right, and centre by everybody. Everybody's had a bit of us. The French.
So with the local bike. Shut up, mate. The French.
1066.
Yeah, fuck them. We had them off.
No, we didn't.
No, they just read
we literally didn't have them off. Well, apart from when we went over to them.
Well, what happened to? Yeah, but they. Hang on. They came here, beat us in the home leg. We went away and kicked their ass.
Away goals.
No, exactly. No problem.
But the point is, we're soft at home. When they come over here, see, same with the Germans.
Yeah. To be fair,
we got them. We didn't get them over 2 legs. We got them over there in a Pelly scored the equaliser. We're shit on our own. We're all right away, but we're shit at home. I mean, that's why we got an empire. We're all right away from home,
when people
but we're
come in
shit
and put the 2 banks of 4.
We're literally the opposite of Everton.
Yeah,
we're shit at home, but sound away.
Right Moyes is Everton.
These lands have been fucking raped and pillaged from time since.
You said 3.
I know.
But stop saying it.
Memorial. Everyone's come over here and give us a bit, apart from the Germans. So to think that what makes the British, it's like the Yanks now. They're doing the same thing, going on about the national when they've got second names like Kapowski. That was Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell, of course. And you know, whatever, they've got all these mad fucking second names, Italian and Russian and Polish and French and all kinds, and then they're going, this is America. You're like, no, you're not. Your granddad was a fucking immigrant, you knobhead. Stop saying you want to stop people coming in that are basically the same as you. And it's the same here. It's like, oh, Britain for British and Britain first, and you're like, where do you think you came from, mate? Where do you we're all a mix of something or other. All of us, every single one of us is a mix of something. I'm sorry to, and then it's like, yeah, but
see, some people would say, in terms of immigration, no problem with people coming in as long as they integrate, right? And I kind of agree.
No one's ever integrated.
Well, I kind of agree with that. If I went to live in, I fucking wouldn't, but obviously I wouldn't. But if I went to fucking live in Baghdad,
yeah,
right,
so,
and set up my own fucking, I mean, listen, I'm having a Catholic church here, I'm having a fucking Everton supporters club here, and I'm not speaking fucking Iraqi, whatever they speak.
That's, yeah,
right.
Come on, I'll let you finish your point, and then I'll destroy it.
Well, you won't destroy it. So I would have no issue with people being pissed off at me. But if I went to live there, if I went, you know what, going to live there, I'd get the AL, learn Iraqi, and you know, the Idiot's Guide to Iraqi language and all of that.
I think there's one of them.
Well, there mightn't be. Well, I don't know, Saddam Hussein might get it. Oh, thingy that wrote it, Comical Ali, Comical Martinez.
Okay.
Then I'd try to integrate that. I've got no issue with that. People, and a lot of people probably haven't got an issue with that. It's when the immigration is, we come in and we're being who we are, and fuck you, put on your.
But I understand
what I'm saying.
No, I understand
that's where the thing.
But that's why
people who, you know, to say that this country was what, I mean, fucking hell. How were we white? How?
Don't know.
We probably got white because Cheddar Man was not white, and then just realised his ancestors. It's fucking freezing here.
Yeah.
And so we just got faded over time.
Well, at the end of the day,
I don't know.
We wouldn't go over. The reason why people come from those countries is they don't like that. They don't like you know, there's women now in Iran who want to watch footy and not allowed. There's women who've just got the right to drive in places. You know, don't forget, Iran was a very forward-thinking country in the 70s, and then the fucking Shah got in, or whatever his name was, and wanted fucking religious fucking shit going on, and the country went backwards overnight. You know, we forget this. We forget how there was a time, like almost what's happening in this country now. The country's very forward-thinking, and it only takes a few people, like in the States, all go, we don't like the fact that there's gays and blacks and Hispanics and all these people getting our power and our money. So we're going to stop this. So you might be a Nazi and you might like this thing, and I might hate Jews or I may hate blacks or gays. We're joining up. We've got the same ideology. We've got the same ideology, and this is what's always happened. So you know, that's all it is. It's just going against. But going back to what you're saying there, I was watching the A House Through Time, which was a brilliant series on BBC Two. If you haven't watched it, watch it, because it shows a great history of Liverpool, not only, but what it showed us in the 60s. It was saying around Toxteth, and I was talking to my dad about it last week, and saying how vibrant Toxteth was, right? But every nationality had its own club. So you had the West Indies club, you had the Somalian club, you had wherever they came from, they had their own little club. So they didn't integrate. But what happened is, over time, and over people prospering and moving out of those areas, because they made a little bit more, because once they got settled in and they went to college or they went to uni or they got a job, they moved to they would move away from that area and go to maybe a more affluent area, and they'd start integrating that, and that'll be the same now. Of course, if we went somewhere, there's English communities all over the world, Irish communities. So what would happen is, though, if you go anywhere, you go to what you know. You want to feel safe. So you go to an area, or you go to a club where there's people, and then once you start settling in and feeling better, then you'll integrate. And then if you're a single black lad and you've moved here, you might integrate, and then you might get a job, and I don't know, you might become a pharmacist, and the girl who works for you might, a Scout girl, might fall in love with it, and then next minute you've integrated and you're marrying a white girl, and suddenly that's what happens everywhere.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Most people, well, I'd like to think it's most people, but I don't know, wouldn't have an issue with that and don't have an issue with that, do they?
But some do, don't they, unfortunately.
But I think the fear is, for a lot of people, is that with open borders and that kind of shit.
We don't have open borders, though, do we?
Okay.
Sorry, but that is a big misconception.
Okay, but you fed it, aren't you? You fed it throughout, and this is where how Farage was able to gain traction off people, because of the fucking likes of the Daily Mail peddling this shite and all that. So the fear with that is, and this is where one of their big things for Brexit came from, closed borders and stop immigration, is that people come in and set up their own communities, but don't fucking integrate.
Shaolin law and all that shit.
And all of that Shaolin law and all of that bollocks. And that's where you're gonna get. If you're peddling, if you're listening to that and then you come out and go, the fucking Shaolin law ain't happening here, next minute you're gonna get all of that. So they like to fucking Tommy Robinson gets fucking followers from and bouncing around, this won't happen and all that shit. And that's
peddling.
It's peddling.
God, can I just? I'm gonna just on the same topic, but slightly different, right? It's the Winter Olympics, and it was the NBC announcer in America said, this is brilliant. Said that the Dutch speed skaters were really good. Have a guess why she thought they were really good?
I know, because they were all white.
Because the canals in Amsterdam freeze over,
and they
skate on them. Because
who told them?
Because someone had told them that, or they'd read some stupid thing, and that just shows you how. So someone at home would go, "Is that right?" And they go into work the next day and go, I heard this amazing thing, and it must be true because it was on the TV, and they do their research and all this stuff, and that, and then that gets peddled and peddled to
They're always doing that.
to the point where it becomes true, because she said it on telly, you said it at the water fucking cooler, and you told them, and you told them, and you told them. Suddenly it becomes true, and that's where we live now in the world. We live in the world because the most powerful people are telling us lies, and we're believing it. And you're right, that they're so on board the thing that makes me laugh, right? If you get on a train to go out to London, to go to Paris, you've got to go through airport style checks, right? And the same on the other side. When I got on the train coming back from Lyon, we were at Lille. I had to go through airport style checks, right? No different when I went over there. I had to go through airport style checks. It's a complete misconception that we are borderless. When you, in fact, if you're on the mainland, you will. It is borderless, but us, it's not borderless. So this conception, so it's a nonsense. But these are the lies that get peddled. But going back to the original thing, this idea that anyone thought that we were fucking all this white, blue-eyed, blonde hair or whatever community, and we always have been, is a nonsense. We are immigrants. We're all immigrants, no matter where we come from. Ireland or Scotland or French or whatever. We'll all have something, and of course we will. No one can trace anything back, because you can't. Or if you are, you're tracing it back to fucking cheddar, man.
Big cheddar.
So big C in the house.
Like I said, mate, I'm not. He's got to change.
He's got to change his name. He needs a complete overhaul. Goch needs to get him sorted. Needs to get hold of him, get his teeth done. Bit of product on the hair.
Jason Bourne. Different identity.
Nice suit. Keep the C, call yourself Chris or something. I don't know. Chris, yeah. But this idea, like, we all come from somewhere, and who's to say the reason why someone's white isn't because of someone coming at some point from some white European country,
Finland.
You know what I mean? Who's to say that they're the ones who have actually give us this colour?
Came in, just started dipping it everywhere.
Exactly, and at the time you're going, these fucking white fucking foreigners coming into my fucking cheddar-filled country, spreading their fucking Wensleydale shit, right? Dipping the Wensleydale all over the fucking graft, right? There's fucking little Wallace and Grommets everywhere, the little white bastards. And Cheddar Man's just like, I'm not having this. Spreading their fucking...
But the next minute, Wensleydale, Soho.
Wensleydale law is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Cheers.
You can only eat crackers on a Friday and all that stuff. It's everywhere. The Wensleydale jizz is all over faces.
Ash Wednesday. Let's move on.
What did you say?
I said no meat today.
Did you generally just say no meat today?
It's Ash Wednesday. That's just because you were coming up with your Friday crackers.
I had meat today.
Oh, it's just, there you go, heathen. Let's move on.
Just normal.
Just very quickly. Kim Jong-un impersonator hauled out by security after dancing in front of cheerleaders at the Winter Olympics ice hockey game. Imagine seeing him. And he actually looks a bit like him.
Well, he fucking should do, if he's a fucking impersonator.
Hang on a sec. You see some of them who are just...
Yeah, but that one has to be spot on. To be fair,
should be gone, you were in, walking around the road.
To be fair, if you get the haircut right,
well, yeah,
and the glasses and the weight, then you're already on a winner.
His name's Howard. He's kind of doing it with
Halifax, Howard.
He speaks English with a UK accent, no Korean. They've now told me he's broke a rule against making political statements.
Have you seen his sister at the Olympics?
She's there.
Giving daggers to Pence.
That's alright, because now you've got him meeting Donald Trump impersonator. It's gonna be great.
That's scary, that.
They look, the pair of them, why would you want to...
They look scary.
They are fucking terrifying, aren't they? They're terrifying.
It's like fucking Spitting Image with the, Two Tribes video.
Yeah.
Could do that.
They could easily do that. Yeah, what about this fella? Elderly gentleman time traveller holds up spooky picture which claims to show what the Earth is like in 2118.
What does it claim to look like?
He's part of a top secret CIA.
Haven't we had this before?
No, this was a fella who'd gone and took a picture, but the picture was there.
So what's the picture?
It just looks like Lego.
Could just be Lego.
It was Lego. He just literally built Lego grainy. I was right
What
outside
year?
the city. 2118.
2118.
I chose to wait until now to reveal a picture too, because I didn't.
So 100 years in the future.
Yeah.
Do you think
aliens visit us like in about 10 years. 1981.
I'm sure we've had this one before.
It's not that one though. It was similar.
Okay.
But this is 81. He went there.
Okay.
So basically, they're coming in a few years.
Sad.
The aliens.
Well, as long as they don't hurt us.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it?
I don't want to be hurt.
If they just come and just like say, listen,
as long as they're like,
we were looking for cheddar, man.
As long as they're like ET aliens and not like fucking aliens.
Yeah.
Then I'm all right with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want like scary aliens. I don't think anyone wants scary aliens.
I don't want.
Oh, for God's time traveller from 2030 passes lie detector test of whether his future predictions.
I don't want someone bursting out my chest, I must admit.
No. I mean, no, you don't. You don't.
But it's the idea, that's the idea, like, that we, I mean, if you think about it, it's the idea that we go somewhere and do that to them. So why do we think that they come here and do that to us? Do you know what I mean? If we got into space and we went somewhere, why do you have to... Why would be the idea of fearing them? Why wouldn't the idea... If we went somewhere, we went somewhere, we'd just be like... I mean, let's be honest, if we went somewhere...
I'm Farage and Robinson, but the fucking captains.
Well, no, but it would take an Elon Musk to get us there.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk could go, he wants some Frozo and a roller coaster. I'll make it for you. So it would take the most intelligent people to get us there. Yeah. So why would that suddenly go, well, we're going to blow you up? We wouldn't do that, would we, surely? We'd go...
Well, you'd like to think not.
No, so why would... someone we project, I mean, listen, it wouldn't make a very good film, that's probably why, but we project this idea that if they come here they would be they're always trying to always take all our things. I mean, fucking hell, we haven't got much left with just by the time they get here, but there'll be not left anyway. But we came for your fucking ice, but you melted it all.
They might have loads of ice where they come from.
They might do.
Maybe they'll bring us some ice.
I don't know. Questionable. I don't know how you transport that.
Yeah, but you don't know. Maybe it's
surely they just bring water.
You don't know.
And have a ray gun and just go and it'll freeze.
Oh yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe they've got a ray gun that freezes things. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
I just love the fact on the board to talk has got biggest cock just written.
Mexican man claims biggest cock. And then says cheddar man.
So you've
which could be the same fella if he's getting stuff stuck in his
oh, that's it, isn't it? That's it. It's yeah.
There you go. This has been Any Other Business. It's been as chaotic as ever. By the way, if you find a good story, let us know and we'll discuss it. It's got to be to the calibre of what we're talking about.
This has been as chaotic as Sam Allardyce's 5-man defence at Arsenal. So there you go. Right, I'm going for the best. That's how chaotic this has been.
Make sure it's all cleaned out.
Yeah. See you later.